Hey everybody, this is Ninja95, and today we're going to be playing The Wayne Investigation on Amazon Alexa. Alexa, open The Wayne Investigation. Alexa, open The Wayne Investigation.
Thanks for joining us on Gotham's WGTU News. Our top story, officials may have found new clues regarding last year's strange meteor crash in Kansas. We'll have a full report. Also tonight, with the robbery-homicide of billionaire industrialist Thomas Wayne and his wife Martha remaining unsolved, police are now hunting for clues near the Aragon Theater.
In this mystery game, you are the one directing the action. You'll play a detective investigating the murder of Bruce Wayne's parents. During the game, you can say repeat options, go back, or skip. For further assistance, say help. When you're ready to begin, say begin.
Begin.
You arrive at the crime scene, a darkened street under an elevated railway. Stepping under the yellow police tape, you pick your way carefully across the wet, trash-strewn asphalt. In the dim light, past the chalk outlines of the two bodies, you look down and see a torn movie ticket stub. To the right, you spot a broken string of pearls, and off to the left, in that shallow puddle. Is that a spent bullet shell?
Which item would you like to pick up? You can say pearls, ticket, or shell.
Ticket.
You pick up the torn stub and walk the few blocks back to the movie theater, retracing in reverse the Wayne's final steps. You remember from the responding officer's notes that young Bruce was still pretty shaken up about the incident and isn't yet able to talk about it. You wonder if someone else may have seen the killer. Before long, you find yourself in front of the Aragon Theater. The block lettering on the marquee spells out tonight's movie. It's the same one the Waynes saw the night they were killed. The Mask of Zorro. If only some sort of masked avenger had been there to save them, you say to yourself ruefully. You walk into the theater lobby.
What would you like to do? You can say, talk to ticket seller, or talk to usher.
Talk to ticket seller.
You walk past a poster for Excalibur and other upcoming movies until you reach the ticket window. You flash your badge at the woman behind the ticket cage.
That's a very nice badge, detective. But it's still $7.50 for the ticket to the 3 o'clock showing.
$7.50?
You explain
Jeez,
that
that's
you're
expensive.
not there to see the movie, but rather to ask some questions in relation to a murder investigation. Was she working the night the Waynes were killed? And if so, did she see anyone suspicious hanging around the theater?
Yeah, I was working concessions that night. I remember because my husband always gets a little excited when I come home smelling like popcorn.
TMI, ma'am.
Anyway, now that you mention it, there was a weird guy who stayed outside, kept looking in through the doorway. It wasn't the first time I'd seen him. Creepy looking, kind of shifty. Kept his hands in his coat pockets. My friend Mona, who takes tickets at the Opera House, she said she'd seen him there too.
Interesting.
What should we do now? You can say, show her mug shots, or visit opera.
Visit opera.
You drive across town to Gotham's ornate opera hall. Opera goers in gowns and tuxedos are already milling around the lobby before doors open for the evening performance of Strauss's Die Fledermaus. You feel rather underdressed as you make your way to the box office.
No
You
shit.
approach the window and ask to speak with Mona.
You speaking with her. Who are you?
You flash your badge and tell her why you're there. Was her friend at the movie theater correct? Did Mona see the same creepy guy hanging around the opera house?
Yeah, I've seen him more than once. Mostly just before the opera lets out. He waits outside and looks through the window every few minutes. I called security once, but he disappeared before they could find him. You want to stay and see if he shows up tonight?
Good idea.
You could stay here. But what if the guy decides to show up at the movie theater tonight instead?
Looks like you've got a decision to make. You can say, stay at opera, or return to movie theater.
Stay at opera.
You park yourself on a marble bench in the lobby. A small plaque by the wall reads, "Donated by Roddy and Elizabeth Kane." You watch as waves of elegantly dressed couples parade past you to their seats. The doors close, and you begin to hear the orchestra's overture, Die Fledermaus. You barely remember your high school German classes, but doesn't it mean the bat? You ponder this as you nod off to the sound of soaring arias and swelling strings. You awaken to Mona tapping you urgently on the shoulder.
Hey, detective, wake up. He's here.
You look over her shoulder to see a man in a black coat with a knit cap pulled low over his forehead. He's just outside the lobby, alternately looking at his watch and peering through the glass doors.
The choice is yours. You can say, watch and wait, or go talk to him.
Go talk to him.
You make for the door just as the man peers in again. Seeing you stride toward him, he backs off and starts walking quickly down a dark side street around the corner from the opera house. You break into a trot as you try to follow him. You turn the corner, and suddenly he's nowhere in sight.
What the?
You run halfway down the block and notice two alleyways, one on either side of the street.
Which alley would you like to take? You can say right or left.
Right.
You turn right past a closed diner and just catch sight of him at the end of the alley as he turns left.
Aha!
Breathless, you keep after him as you reach the end of the alley yourself. He turns and sees you, then steps out into the gutter to run to another alleyway across the street. He dashes out into the street when...
Oh.
You run to the middle of the street and kneel down over him.
Guess I got
He's
him.
dazed, but conscious.
My leg.
As you flip him over to cuff him, a handful of small round objects fall out of his coat pocket. Pearls. You quickly gather them up into an evidence bag, then turn the man over again. You find his wallet in an inside pocket. A driver's license reads, Joe Chill.
What would you like to do? You can say, arrest Joe, or get him to talk.
Get him to talk.
You grab him by the collar and demand to know who hired him to kill the Waynes. He tells you he doesn't know any Waynes, and he doesn't answer to anybody, especially not you. You tighten your grip on his collar and tell him you can strike a deal with the DA. He'll serve a reduced sentence if he cooperates with the investigation. If he doesn't, well, maybe he'll enjoy spending the rest of his life rotting away in a Gotham jail.
Yeah, I saw them leave the theater. Fancy coats, shiny jewelry. They looked and smelled like money, so I took the opportunity. The husband tried to be a hero and protect his wife. That's when I had to pop him. And her, well, nobody likes to leave witnesses behind. As for the kid, I figured, what harm could he eventually do anyway?
So it was just a random Gotham street crime that ended in tragedy.
Damn.
You console yourself with the knowledge that another Gotham criminal is in custody, and hopefully it means some justice for the Wayne family, especially the young boy they left behind. But you can't help wondering, will it make any difference in this crime-ridden city? Who finally can make Gotham safe?
Nice job. I knew you would crack the case. If you haven't explored all 3 clues yet but want to do so, say return to crime scene. Otherwise, you can say exit game.
Exit game.
Thank you for playing the Wayne investigation. Goodbye.